licensed physician, not giving medical advice. It's purely educational and for entertainment. And I want you to think about health in a little bit different way. You probably think about it in terms of what you're eating, what medications you're taking, etc. But a lot of people don't think about actually whole life as a whole, how it contributes to their health. What I mean by that, and I'll use some extreme examples in order to get the point across. Imagine there is a medication that will slightly improve your health, but it's illegal, and if you get caught buying it or using it or whatever, you will go to prison for 5 years. And in prison, there are pretty bad conditions of living. You won't have any of your vitamins. You won't have any of your special healthy food. You get the point. You'll have standard, not healthy living conditions. Do you take the chance and get this medication? Now, I guess that would come down to how likely you think it is that you would get caught and go to prison. So you weigh those odds and you think, what is overall worse for my health? To not take this medication or to risk taking this medication that would, in an isolated system, improve my health? Because life is not an isolated little study. There's a lot more feeding into it. Like with this example, yeah, sure, you would improve your health a little bit. Let's imagine there's pretty big odds that you would get busted for it. Now you're in prison with horrible living conditions, or not, they're not even horrible necessarily, but not good. It's probably not the best health choice. Now, if you live in some country, lawless place that is never going to enforce that, then yeah, definitely just do that. If it wasn't illegal, definitely just do that. And just so you guys know, this is not an example that I'm disguising. This is a completely fictitious example. I'm not talking about anabolic steroids or something, because I know in some countries they're illegal. I'm just using a completely fictitious example to get the point across that you must consider everything not just inside of a vacuum, but actually how everything interacts in life. For example, the other day, I was planning on walking, but my boots that I was in, because I got some new boots that are actually, I've bought a lot of boots to find the ones I like the most, so don't think I just buy junk. But I found some boots that I actually like a lot. They're good in all regards. They're going to keep the water out, they're going to keep my feet warm, my toes can spread out, they got enough thickness beneath the heel that I'm not pounding my bone into the asphalt when I walk, but the lace is torn. It's like, how do you design laces that tear in 2 weeks? So I wore a different pair of boots. A pair of boots I wore all last year. I love these boots. They're great boots, but I've worn them enough. Well, and they were never hiking boots to begin with. They were, I don't know what to call them, but they could have been great hiking or combat boots or whatever, but they made them with such a thin sole. Plus I wore these a lot, and the sole got even thinner. And now when I walk, I can really feel the impact going into my knees. And I don't want that impact. I care about my knees. So it's like in an isolated system, walking an hour, I already walked a while, but I was going to have to walk an hour more. And I'm feeling this impact go into my knees over and over and over. And I also just wasn't really in the mood to walk more. I don't remember exactly why, but I decided I will just order a taxi. Because while in an isolated system, it is healthier to walk that extra hour. I deemed it probably healthier to not walk that day, considering I walk every day, multiple hours, and to save my knees. So I hope you get the idea. I was thinking to make a video about how life is not black and white, and it's a little less related to medicine than this video, so I decided to make this video, but after I turn this off, I'll have my soup, and then I might make the life is not black and white. But I'll give you a little sneak peek. A great example we can pull from real life is the common cold of 2019. You got one group of people that say, oh, it's the Grim Reaper. You got to wear your mask everywhere. You got to take lots of jabs. You get the point. I mean, maybe if someone's watching this far in the future, maybe you don't know what I'm talking about. Hopefully it's just a relic of the past. But yeah, you probably get the idea that some people went very extreme. It's very dangerous. We need to do a lot. And some people went as extreme. And a lot of people, it's like, it's not real. There is no anything going on. You know, some people will say like it's real, but it doesn't do anything. It's the common cold. And some people literally say like it doesn't even exist. We don't even have evidence that it exists at all. And 99% of people will fall into one of these camps. And now you may be going, but how does this relate to health? Because being intelligent in general is going to improve your health. The reality is, and this is coming from a biological chemical health expert, that it's neither of these. But try telling these people that it's probably not going to kill you, but it is, and you don't need to do all their stuff. And try telling these people that you don't need to do all that stuff, but it is real and it does mess you up. Neither of them want to believe it because, I don't know, maybe they just are so against the other position that they have to take it as far as possible in one direction. Now, of course, these people over here were told to be like that, and then these people over here just reacted to that and decided to go as far away as they could. Both are stupid. Both don't realize how stupid they are. It's like if you realize that you don't have to be much older than, 12 years old to realize things in life are not black and white, good or bad. Yet, you have adults of all ages who take that stance on many things in life. Oh, he's evil. We need to get rid of him. He's just evil. There's no reasoning with him. He doesn't think like a rational person. He's just completely evil. Oh, he's good. He's the savior. We're the good guys. We need to... That's not real life. They're the bad guys. We're the good guys. That's not real life. So maybe I will make the separate video, but I'm going to leave this in there. Use your brain. Think about the greater implications of your actions on your health. And realize that things aren't black and white. And if you're thinking about things in a black and white way, you're probably wrong. Now, there are some instances. Like this is literally black. And this is literally white. But most things are not black and white. Occasionally they are. Usually they're not. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Check out my other videos. Check out my Instagram, AndreyHutch, AndreyHutch. You can hire me for training, advice, coaching, consultations, etc. Same thing with diet, same thing with supplements, same thing with special supplements. Harm reduction goes along with that. Yeah, whatever you want. Just not medical advice because I don't have a medical license. We will call it medical information. That's what it is. We're not just calling it that. That is, in fact, what it is. It's medical information, not advice.